Welcome to the Thrive Well podcast. I am here with the newest member of Thrive Realty Co., Rachel. Thank you for joining us here today. We're going to tell everybody about all your side hustles and why real estate was the number one career for you. What did you do before real estate?
After I graduated, I was in advertising. I was a media buyer.
Oh.
And I loved it.
Okay.
Loved it.
You did?
I did.
What'd you love about it?
I don't know. I love the whole environment. I loved it. It's very busy. You're constantly talking to people on the phone. It's just, I loved it.
Lively.
So lively. A lot going on. And it's changed, but I loved it. But that's not where my life was taking me. So, yeah. I had children.
Yes. Changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I had children, and I worked while I had my first daughter, and things kind of got crazy with childcare, and we were like, this isn't working.
Yeah.
So I left advertising, and I'm not sure how many people leave their last job. Like, I left there, I was sobbing. I did not want to leave, hanging on to everything. I really wasn't ready to leave, but I had to.
It was the right thing for your life.
It was 100% the right thing to do. So I left there, and I raised some children. I freelanced in what I did for maybe another 5 to 8 years, and then I let go of advertising for good in the media world. But for the most part, I have been raising children.
Yeah, well, that is a huge job.
It's good.
Yes.
I wouldn't take it back. It's so good.
Yeah.
But I'm a busybody, so
I can relate.
Yeah, it's not that much fun sometimes being at home.
It's not. It's very domesticated.
Why do people want to eat dinner again?
Right. Why do you want to eat all the time?
All the time.
All the time.
And then why do you have a friend come over and then they also need to eat? Why does everybody need food?
Everyone needs a snack.
Yeah.
I know. I get it. Yes.
So that's kind of, I bounced around and I did that, and I bounced around. I always kind of had a small job or side hustle because by nature I'm a worker. I'm not content just being still.
Lollygagging around. Okay.
It's not me.
Yeah.
So I did that, and
what were some of these side jobs? Because I know you even have a little side hustle right now.
I know. So that's kind of the joke with my friends that, I always have multiple jobs. I always have a side hustle. Again, I'm a worker. That's just who I am. I've done everything. It's kind of embarrassing, all the things I've done. So, I sold a clothing line for many years.
Oh, wow.
I worked in my girlfriend's bakery for 3 years.
You did? What were you baking?
I wasn't baking. I was in the service industry. I've never left the service industry.
Oh my goodness.
My girlfriend bought a bakery, and she's like, we need some help. I'm like, I'll help you. Yeah. 3 years later, I'm still at the bakery.
I'm serving baked goods still.
At the bakery.
Okay.
Getting chunky because it was good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did that. I worked in retail. I did all the things. Just kind of fill my in-between time, because I've always struggled with, I'm always a mom first. Anyone who knows me, I'm so deep into my kids.
Yes.
But I always needed a little Rachel, so I always had something that could take me out.
And another outlet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so fast forward through all those side hustles and momming, you made your way to real estate.
Always wanted to do real estate.
You did. So just
Always.
somewhere in you, you're like, that, I think one day.
Always. And my one girlfriend and I, because I'm always like, when are you going to be a realtor? You haven't started yet. Because her and I probably for 10 years would be like, we should be realtors. Why aren't we realtors? We should be realtors.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was one of those things. It just it was honestly just snap of a finger, woke up and I'm like, I'm going to do it. I quit with my girlfriend at the bakery and got my license, and I went head first in, head first.
Amazing.
So,
So you went head first in, you're like, I'm going all in on real
All
estate.
in.
Forget the side hustles for a minute.
Well, I don't forget all my side hustles.
You're like, I didn't let go of all of them. Okay. Okay, so let's tell everybody, what do you do outside of real estate right now? Because you are a full-time agent. You full-time serve your clients. And then when you're not with them or your family, what are you doing?
I teach cycle classes.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes, that's amazing.
Love it. I've been doing that for, I kind of lost track, maybe over 5 years.
Wow.
I love it.
Okay,
so
let's shout out, where do you do it at?
Lifetime Fitness Rochester.
Lifetime Fitness Rochester.
So I've been a member there for forever, and then have always done the classes, and it was kind of like I just needed my girlfriend to someone always needs to challenge me, like, I think you can do it. And I'm like, oh, I think I can do it. Like, someone thinks I can do it. I'm sure I can do it.
Seed planted. Yeah. You're like, let's go.
So,
okay.
And I did it, and I still am doing it, and I'm getting much older, but I still do it, and I love it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're full-time real estate.
Full-time.
Okay. What is it that you love most about real estate?
So it has been a journey. I started on the phones. I started from scratch even in my mid-40s, making the phone calls, learning all the things, being in the office.
It's amazing.
So it took me a while, I think, to kind of figure out like where my niche really lays in real estate, because there's so much involved in it. And I can guarantee my very favorite, what I think I do best, is the first-time home buyers.
Yes.
But I think it's because I'm a mom.
Yeah, so educating them, holding their hand through it. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
I love that. And we need realtors like you who really adore those first-time home buyers, and they're not taken advantage of, right? Yeah. They're really coming from a place of saying, I want to help you. There's so many ways you can do this wrong. Let me help you do it right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so first-time home buyers is your niche.
I think so.
Yeah, and I mean, you help sellers.
That's really what I like. I get really like all the feels when I've got a first-time home buyer.
I love that.
Yeah,
amazing. Now, do you serve all over Oakland County and beyond?
Yes, in Macomb County. I live in Shelby Township. Yeah. So yes, definitely go everywhere. A lot of miles on my car.
I know. Life of a realtor.
My goodness.
Yes.
I have done very good at eating behind the wheel.
Yes, you have to. Protein bar, protein shake. Yes. Okay, so you have been with how many different brokerages?
This is my third.
Okay, very normal. And how long have you been in real estate?
It's going in my fifth year.
Fifth year. Okay, so this is your third brokerage, and when you came from your last brokerage and you decided to align with Thrive, what was it that drew you in, that you thought, gosh, this is the place to be, not only for myself, but to serve my clients?
So it's a hard question, because I felt like I was ready to switch, but I also wasn't ready to make the switch. I've always been a realtor that goes to all the events. So all the brokerages, all of the lenders, everybody that puts on the events, I love them. I love to learn. I love to do all those things, right? So I noticed I had been going to a lot of Thrive. I had been going a lot to another one, and I wasn't necessarily looking. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
I had a day at my brokerage where I realized it was time to make a switch. I needed to make a change for me.
Yeah.
And I went back to some of them that I had been to. So I started talking to some other brokerages that I had been in
relationship with.
Yes, relationships. And this is totally honest. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Thrive was not my number one.
That's fair.
But I kept questioning, why isn't it, and what kept drawing me back. True story.
Yeah.
It was not my number one, and I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to go to Thrive. And I was talking to my husband one day, and he's like, but I think you are, because are you listening to what you're saying?
Okay.
You know, giving him all the positives, the negatives, all the ins and outs, all the things with each office.
Pro-conning everyone.
All of them. I had talked to so many.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's the one. And he was like, maybe you're not hearing yourself talk.
Yeah.
And then I'd also talked to a girlfriend that was very close with my last office, realtor I worked with, and she's like, I know you. She's like, you need to go to Thrive.
Amazing.
So there's something that kept drawing me back, and I obviously was saying it to other people, but in my mind I was like, I don't know if it's the right fit. But okay, I was totally wrong. Not really sure what happened there. So,
you made the choice.
I made the choice.
Yes, and you're here now.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you feel now experiencing Thrive? Because we pride ourselves here at Thrive on being a bit different and
Yes.
doing things differently.
Yes.
And we're not looking to be the largest brokerage in Michigan. We are looking to be the best in our class, which is a fully leveraged agent who is well trained and healthy and happy so that they can give the client the best experience possible.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's probably what kept drawing me back in. So I had worked with a couple agents, with Kristen and Connor, when I was at EXP.
That's right. Yes.
I was with them at EXP.
Yes.
I had some nice conversations with them. Again, still shopped around.
Yeah.
Came back again because it just kept drawing me back, and I think that's what it was. I needed to leave where I was at and make a switch. It was for me personally.
Yeah.
I needed to change my business, starting with me, Rachel. And so I needed to find an environment that kind of poured into that so I could pour into my business.
Yes.
So I was kind of going backwards, pouring into my business and kind of losing a little bit of me. I needed to find the opposite way
Yeah.
around.
So common. Let's talk about that because I think that's something that is unfortunate about our industry. I was just in Dallas, Texas, talking to a room full of women, just like you, just like me, who came to real estate for that happiness and freedom. And all of a sudden, one day, we wake up and go, what the heck happened here? I am not free and I am not happy, yet I have made more money than I know what to do with. What's going on? And I love that you actually had the bravery and the courage to say, I need to slow down and figure out what's right for me so that I can then do what's right for my business. Because it's hard to do in our industry.
It's hard.
So hard.
It's so hard, and I think it sounds so old school, but the men doing their business, they still a lot of times have a typical male role in their household, right?
Exactly.
And dad comes home and dinner and all that, and I just sometimes felt that I was running myself crazy when I really just wanted to be a mom first and still make an income that helps support the family.
Yeah.
So my son's graduation, I stepped away because I had one of the instant buyers, the way we did leads, and I stepped away in the, highest and best, and everything's got to be done immediately. Like people think everybody's always dying in real estate.
Yes.
Like it has to be done
Yes.
about 5 minutes ago, right?
Exactly.
So I left dinner, my son's graduation, and wrote this offer at the demands of a client, only to find out they didn't sign it, and they chose to put the offer in with their cousin.
Oh.
Right. But that was probably where I started to make the turn, is that I felt like all the work I was doing, and I was doing a great job, and I had lots of transactions, and I had great reviews, but I had to do a little bit of a switch on my thinking so that I could still be a mom first again and redo everything.
Right.
Like this is a crazy business.
It is.
And if you do not control your own business, it will
Eat you alive.
alive.
It does. I know. I can relate. I came to this business to do the very exact same thing. To serve my family. I didn't even care if I met my corporate salary. It had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with, I want my family to be priority one. And then actually I want myself to be priority one and my marriage to be priority one. And I want to live a great life.
Yeah.
I know that takes money. And I was lost in the hustle and bustle and the rat race because when you're a driven woman, you are competitive. You want to do the very best at anything you put your time and energy into. And like you said, this industry will eat you alive. It will take until there's nothing left.
Yes,
So
I
I
agree.
commend you, and I hope anybody listening right now, whether you're in Michigan or not, like slow down, reassess, reevaluate. Are your priorities intact? Are your principles and values intact? And if not, start looking at what's going to serve those things.
Yeah.
Because it's possible. You do
So
have to
possible.
slow down to speed up, but it is possible to say, I can come first, my family can come next, my marriage is in there too, and I am a damn good realtor and I make great money and my clients are so happy, and in fact, I'm doing better business than ever before.
And that's why I came to Thrive. Because that's what you say, and that's how Thrive runs its brokerage, and that's how everybody rolls in here. It's like they're like the happiest campers back there.
Yes.
I just want to take Erica home with me. She's
I know.
always happy.
Isn't she the best? That's why she's our culture queen. I know.
Yeah,
She's
so-
Erica Hendren, shout out.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Good. I love that. Well, and that is our philosophy here, right? A happy whole person, woman, man, it doesn't matter. A happy whole person will do far better business in the long run than some hustling, transacting person all day.
Yes.
Because they care. Because they care about themselves, they care about their life, and they care about what they're doing for you. They have enough left over to do that. Rather than, I'm freaking out, I'm leaving the most important event of the month to write a deal for you. You don't care about me. I'm putting this deal together as fast as I can, of course, because you want to do right by them. But in that moment of hustle, we already know this. Things can get dropped. T's aren't crossed, I's aren't dotted.
No.
Nothing's being done with love and care or professionalism.
Right.
Even though everyone has good intentions.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why Thrive's here. And I'm so glad you made that choice. We love having you here.
Thank you.
Yes. And I loved seeing this last weekend you had a charity cycle event.
We did. We do it once a year. I had some of the agents with me, so that
Yes.
was fun.
That
We
is
took
so
some
cool.
pictures. Yes, poor Presley. She's like, I've never done this before. I go, again,
So
you're going to be
hard.
okay. As I did get in her face a little bit and tell her to go faster.
Good. I love that. That's amazing.
But I try to constantly surround myself, right, by the positive people, because, boy, when you're in the wrong spot, it just can beat you down.
It can change
Yeah.
the entirety of who you are.
Yeah.
All of your behaviors.
Yeah, so continue to family first always.
love that.
I got my last one before she's gone. So
I know.
family first, and then I continue to do the hustle of real estate and keep my cycle on the side, because that's for me 100%. So
Yes, I love it. Makes your heart sing.
yeah.
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 Okay, so I'm a buyer out there, I'm a seller out there, maybe I'm investing, and I stumble across your profile and think I might want to work with you. What would you say of the dozens and dozens of people that have worked with you and been very happy? What are they choosing you for?
I'm probably a lot of fun on a showing. I mean, I have played hide and seek with children in vacant houses.
Yes, I love that.
I'm very family oriented, so I do not mind some realtors would cringe, the parents coming along.
Yeah.
I think I always think from a mother's perspective. I think that's how I do my business, that's how I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're not the first time home buyer, if I'm with, the parents, we're talking about their kids and their grandkids and all of that. I think I'm always thinking from a family perspective, from the pets up to the top of the chain.
Yes.
So I think that is what they would see, is that I'm very family oriented,
I love it. So you're a realtor that cares.
100%.
Well, I'm so glad that you took the time to care for yourself and that you're here and you can take even better care of your clients. So you heard it here first. Choose Rachel. Thank you. I so appreciate you
Yes,
joining.
thank you.
I really loved this convo.
Thank you.